Please don't. Is there any particular championship here in NWA Southwest that you would like to go after? He's talking to his manager. A square TV? TV? You want the TV title? Brett Bonz is the TV champion. Do you think you can beat him?
Yes.
Think?
Yes.
Well, he's got some big friends with him, Texas Trailer Trash. What do you think about them? Okay. Okay, I think that's pretty clear. Okay, your manager doesn't like the trailer trash. All right, well, we'll see what we can do. The NWA Southwest promotion about trying to get some kind of, no, please don't, some kind of TV title match against Brett Bonz. That's what you want? Okay, well, we'll see what we can do here at NWA Southwest Wrestling. Psycho Simpson wants a title match against TV champion Brett Bonz.
Out.
NWA Southwest Wrestling will be back after these messages. We're back with more NWA Southwest Wrestling main event.
Television title. Introducing first, the challenger from Austin State Hospital, weighing 225 pounds, Psycho Simpson.
Sir, here we go now. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent, he is the NWA Southwest Television Champion, representing Trailer Park Trash from Austin, Texas, the Paradise Trailer Park, near Hippie Hollow, Brett Bonz.
Well, looks like Brett Bonz is in a snit. Came out to Texas Trailer Trash music, but he wanted to come out to his own music. He is the television champion. And look at this! Psycho Simpson nails him with the belt and the doll and whatever else he's got his hands on. This is for the NWA Southwest Television Championship, and Psycho Simpson just lights into Brett Bonz like a house of fire.
Well, last week, Psycho Simpson apparently was one of the most hated men in the building. Now look at him. He comes in and gets a TV title shot.
Well, last week he took on Texas champion J.P. Black, and understandably, J.P., of course, one of the most popular men in NWA Southwest. And now Psycho, as we see that belt, the NWA Southwest Television Championship belt, currently owned by Brett Bonz, one part of Texas Trailer Trash. But that belt is on the line against a totally insane person by the name of Psycho Simpson.
No, not totally insane. We discussed this last week. If he was totally insane, he'd still be at Austin State Hospital. Obviously, he's not totally insane. He's come back to reality just enough to be released.
Well, I think I'll need to get a hold of some of the state authorities and talk to them about the exact status of this man, but the fact that he is here shows that he is under some sort of work release program at the Austin State Hospital. Arm drag takedown by Brett Bonz. And Simpson comes back, but a low blow by Bonz.
Like we said earlier, many times before, rather, Texas Trailer Trash, they don't care about the rules. They're going to win any way possible, and Brett is eyeing that doll. As J.P. Black learned last week, you don't mess with that doll. It'll just drive him even more crazy than Psycho Simpson already is.
Well, I shudder to think what'll happen if Brett Bonz gets his hands on that doll. The manager of Psycho Simpson, and Brett Bonz with a great maneuver on top for the pin, but he only gets a 2.
Brett Bonz out there, he counted the pinfall himself. He got a big 5 count, just like King Kong Bundy.
Yes, I remember that. The great King Kong Bundy always demanding a 5 count, and most of the time he got it.
Oh, Brett Bonz, that suplex seemed to take a little bit out of Brett Bonz, your television champion. And there he's got Psycho Simpson right where he wants him.
He's got him on that bottom rope, but now on the middle rope, and Bonz choking Psycho. And look at this, lifting him up by the legs, and a low blow by Bonz.
We're sitting here not even 10 feet from where they're at. That's where the broadcast booth is. I'm looking right here, kicked him right in the gut.
Somehow I doubt that. Brett Bonz once again, and now Bonz has hold of the doll, rubbing it in Psycho Simpson's face. That's got to be humiliating for Psycho. That doll. Now what's Bonz going to do? Oh my!
It's good! It's good!
Cleared the top rope, and Psycho comes back with a clothesline, and now he is just stomping a mud hole in Brett Bonz.
Maybe the Cowboys need a new kicker. Brett Bonz, if he loses the television title tonight, he might be able to go be a kicker. That was an excellent kick.
Psycho up on the second rope, and a big flying leg drop by Psycho Simpson. Goes in for the cover, and Phil Brown only makes a 2 count. Brett Bonz kicks out. Psycho, I'm not sure he's even aware what's happened to his doll.
You know he was aware. That's why he went off the way he is. I think he's kind of calming down a little bit.
Hanging Bonz on that top rope. Bonz hung up, not sure what to do or how to get out of that predicament. Leg drop. Back of the neck by Psycho Simpson. Psycho pulling Bonz into the middle of the ring. Had the leg hook, but only a 2 count.
We almost had a new television. How about him being a television champion?
that would be so weird.
I think it'd be great. Like I said, I don't know who to like and who to hate in this match. Both guys, fans don't like them. You obviously don't like them.
Look at this, over the top rope and dragging Bonz down on that top rope.
See, he can't be too thrown off to pull out brilliant maneuvers like that.
And look out, Psycho's going outside the ring to check on his doll, manager, whatever. Picking up the carcass from the floor. Well, he's got a leg missing. Oh, look at this, he's doing CPR on the doll. I think I've seen everything now. Bonz dragging Psycho back into the ring. A rather inglorious entrance by Psycho. And Psycho, look at this, coming back with some hard right hands of his own, putting Bonz down.
I think we're going to see it. I think we're going to have a new television champion.
That remains to be seen. Who knows where the Texas Trailer Trash guys are lurking.
Oh, that's true.
Psycho has the doll now. Look out, what's he going to do?
It looks like a little receipt.
Hits him with a doll. What in the world? 5 minutes. 5 minutes gone in this match.
Looks like Dolly there got a little receipt. Oh, we almost had a new television champion in Psycho Simpson.
Only a 2 count for Psycho, who throws Brett Bonz through the ropes and all the way to the floor. Now Psycho returns his attention to his doll, putting the doll in the corner now.
Or at least part of the doll. Parts are scattered all over the ring.
The doll's a double amputee now. Look out, Psycho climbing to the top rope, jumping on top of Brett Bonz.
What a move. Big man like that. Granted, he's no lightweight. He's no cruiserweight like Instant Heat or Jeremy Jett or even Brett Bonz. He's a big guy. He's probably in the heavyweight class.
Air Psycho, but look at this. Bonz reverses the whip. And Psycho goes back first into that safety railing, and now Bonz has the bottle of water. I'm not sure if that's water or medication or what.
I would bet it'd be medication, and Brett Bonz does not want to take a drink of it. That will cost him the Texas television title for sure.
Brett Bonz has that doll's leg now. I don't know what he's going to do with that. Throws the leg
Big
up.
leg drop. There's a big leg drop.
He dropped the leg on top of Psycho. You're absolutely right.
I can see it.
Oh, I think
double leg drop.
that's it, a double leg drop by Brett Bonz. Good grief, I've seen it all now. Bonz taunting him, telling him to get up. Tossing the doll's legs aside and going back to work on Psycho in the corner. Psycho's a crazy man, but he's a tough man. But Brett Bonz is every bit as tough and, if possible, even more mean. Look at that, he's got a roll up, but Psycho kicks out.
And of course, being a smart champion, he grabbed a hold of the tights. And like I said, I'll call it like I said. When you're a champion, you keep that title any way you can. Unlike some people we know who don't have a title anymore.
Well,
we'll get to that later.
More about that later, but yes, when you're a champion, you have a little more leeway in what you can do in that ring. As long as you're not pinned and you don't submit, then you're still the champion.
That's right.
Countouts, disqualifications, those do not change titles.
Oh, Brett Bonz went for that leg drop, and Psycho Simpson just basically booted him right in the ass.
Brett Bonz on top
Get
with a choke. Phil Brown on top of things, telling him to let go of that choke. And now choking him with his foot. Phil Brown once again telling Bonz to release the choke. Psycho Simpson in a very bad way right now. He may be wishing he was back in the rubber room.
You don't know he had a rubber room. He might have just been in the regular ward with just all the other just regular
elbow by Bonz.
handicapped folks.
Oh, looks like Bonz is going to go up top. I think he's going to go for his bone cruncher. If he nails this, he's going to retain the title. But look at this. Simpson just threw him off.
He might be crazy, but he's crazy like a fox.
Oh. Look at this. The old butt by Psycho Simpson. And look out. He is climbing all the way to the top. Brett Bonz across the ring. Diving headbutt by Psycho Simpson. He's on top with a cover. Got the leg hook. And look at this.
We have a
new champion!
Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new NWA Southwest Television Champion, Psycho Simpson!
Psycho Simpson trying to get his little shirt off to celebrate winning the television. We have a new television champion. I told you it could happen. He's crazy like a fox.
And look at this. Texas trailer trash in there. Bobby Too Bad nailing Psycho with the title belt. Psycho Simpson is the new champion, but they are not done with him.
No, this is what you get for being the champion.
Oh gosh, we just had an explosion with that water bottle all over the place, all over us.
All over you, huh? Got out the way.
Texas trailer trash just doing a number on Psycho Simpson. Psycho is the new television champion. And look out! Here comes Hotstuff!
What? I thought,
Hotstuff!
The last person we need
Hotstuff
to see.
Hernandez! Brett Bonz is about to die! Does Brett have a will? I hope to God he does. Oh boy!
Why?
Hotstuff Hernandez!
And Texas trailer trash, they better get in there and save Brett Bonz.
Are you kidding me? Well, Hotstuff goes over and tends to Psycho. And look at that. Buddy with Psycho Simpson. But Hotstuff's not done with Brett. Look out. He's got him up. And a modified power bomb.
Gee, I wonder why Hotstuff Hernandez is so frustrated.
Well, Hotstuff had the best of times and worst of times in Japan. More about that later, but Hotstuff Hernandez gives the TV title belt to the new television champion, Psycho Simpson. Hard to believe, man, but Psycho is the new NWA Southwest television champion.
He made a mistake being sided with Hotstuff Hernandez.
NWA Main Event Wrestling is coming right back with more great action.
Stay to NWA Southwest Wrestling. We'll be back after these messages. We're back with more NWA Southwest Wrestling main event.
Pretty soon you'd find him in that local auction barn. He'd sit around so tenderly, and pretty soon he began to see how that auctioneer could talk so rapidly.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 205 pounds. From the Paradise Trailer Park in Austin, Texas, near Hippie Hollow, Bobby Too Bad! And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 350 pounds, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Jimbo Star!
Jimbo Star, the big happy-go-lucky star from Minneapolis, Minnesota, coming out for this match against the vicious and mean member of the Texas Trailer Trash, I should say, Bobby Too Bad, here on NWA Main Event Wrestling. Rob Moore soon to be joined at ringside by Cactus Jack Royal. And Jimbo Star, a former NWA Southwest television champion, going one-on-one with the man who is the partner of the current TV champion, who is Brett Bonz. And it looks like this is going to be an interesting matchup. We've got the tall, lanky Bobby Too Bad going up against Jimbo Star, and he's calling for the cheers of the fans, but for those who are not aware, Jimbo Star is deaf. He cannot hear the fans, he cannot hear the music. But I'll tell you what, when he gets in that ring, he has shown his toughness time and time again.
Well, I haven't seen Jimbo Star yet, but I've seen Bobby Too Bad, and I'm sure Bobby Too Bad can handle him.
These two have met before, and it was quite a physical matchup as Too Bad backs Jimbo up into the corner. Oh, and he goes to the eyes.
And that's how you do it. When you got a bigger opponent, you just take him down any way you can. Whether you're raking the eyes, poking a thumb in the eyes, dragging him down the rope. Not only can he not hear, now he probably can't see.
Jimbo Star head first into that top turnbuckle.
And again, as we witnessed before in prior times we've seen Bobby Too Bad, he has total disregard for the rules. He does not care.
NWA Southwest senior official Phil Brown is your referee, as Bobby Too Bad has the upper hand right now on Jimbo Star. And Bobby Too Bad, just one of the more vicious competitors you will ever see in professional wrestling. And look at this, Jimbo backdrops Too Bad. And it is Jimbo in the corner now with a smack to the chest. Irish whip into the ropes. And he backdrops Too Bad. The tide has definitely turned here on NWA Main Event Wrestling.
Oh, come on, he asked for a timeout, Rob Moore.
There's no such thing as a timeout in professional wrestling. You should know that, Cactus Jack Royal.
But you should have special circumstances.
Special circumstances.
Does Jimbo Star not have special circumstances?
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
wait a minute.
There's some special circumstances for you.
Wait a minute.
Bonz and Harley Johnson are on the big man. And there's, like I said, they have total disregard for the rules. Now I guess Terry Stevens is going to come in here, stick his nose in here too.
I don't think Texas Trailer Trash even cares about winning or losing at this point. They are just stomping away on the big man from Minnesota, Jimbo Star. It's a 2-on-1 right now, and Brett Bonz going in to make it a 3-on-1 after he puts Phil Brown out of the way. And these three men are just going to town on Jimbo.
They're just beating the hell out of him.
Jimbo Star has a lot of his hearing-impaired friends here to watch him in action, but what a sight for them to see as Texas Trailer Trash just annihilating the big man. This is horrible.
You can keep ringing that bell all day long. Bobby Too Bad does not care. He'll just keep doing what he wants to do when he wants to do it.
Texas Trailer Trash is absolutely trashy.
Oh, that's just your opinion. Really?
Disqualification for outside interference. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match due to outside interference, Jimbo Star.
That's 2 matches so far. Like I said, these guys do not care if they win or lose. They're all about hurting people.
Bobby Too Bad, Harley Johnson, Brett Bonz, all being escorted from ringside by our security crew. And fans, I'm afraid we have yet to see the last of Texas Trailer Trash here on NWA Main Event Wrestling. There's your winner, Jimbo Star on NWA Main Event Wrestling. More great action on the way.
Check us out online at www.nwa-southwest.com for all the latest news on all your favorite NWA wrestlers. Get stats and info on upcoming events only at nwa-southwest.com. Stay tuned. NWA Southwest Wrestling will be back after these messages. We're back with more NWA Southwest Wrestling Main Event.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for one fall, and introducing first, weighing in at 180 pounds from San Diego, California, so sexy, Chuck Murphy! His opponent being accompanied by Chuck C. Jones and B.J. Turner, Francisco, California, weighing in at 195 pounds, Justin Cooper!
All right, we're just about ready to get this one underway. In a battle of junior heavyweights here on NWA Main Event Wrestling. I'm Rob Moore, soon to be joined at ringside by Cactus Jack Royal, as we have Justin Too Fine representing Instant Heat going up against So Sexy Chuck Murphy. And of course, wherever Justin goes, you're bound to find his manager, Joey C. Jones, and his tag team partner, BJ. And they are out there in force, and this match is underway, and Cactus Jack has rejoined me. And Jack, I think this is going to be one high-flying match.
Oh, I would imagine so. Both guys are especially high-flying. Look at that. Chuck Murphy already starting to try to cheat and get a little ahead there on Justin Too Fine, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm not so sure that I do.
He's trying to jump the gun and, get him jumping from behind.
Now I think I understand what you're saying, and I totally disagree.
He's trying to do it again. Justin's got his back turned, playing a little psychological game, just like the great wrestler that he is. And Chuck Murphy's just trying to jump him from behind. He's in the ropes.
Well, Chuck wants to get this match started and underway. The bell has rung. The clock is running, so to speak. Terry Stevens is the referee for this one. And I'd say he's got his hands full, especially, oh my. Chuck Murphy coming back with a couple of hard right hands on Justin Too Fine.
And all Justin Too Fine does is hit him with an open fist.
Murphy with a side headlock, but Justin throws him off. Murphy with a shoulder tackle, jumps over. Nice leapfrog by Justin, and a flying dropkick by Chuck Murphy, putting Justin down. And a knee, and Justin is in trouble already.
Oh, come on. Somebody needs to do something. This kid ought to be disqualified. He's hitting with like 3 or 4 closed fists already.
Chuck Murphy, certainly one of those young men willing to do whatever it takes to prove himself in the junior heavyweight division of NWA Southwest Wrestling. And he is up against certainly one of the very best in Justin Too Fine, his tag team partner BJ, of course, a former Texas junior heavyweight champion, so they know a thing or two about championship gold.
And from what I understand, after what we've seen in the past, they are next in line for a shot at the Texas Tag Team Championship.
That's right, they earned that shot with a victory in a ladder match over the Cowtown Kid, Kevin Duncan, and this gentleman in the ring, Chuck Murphy, so perhaps Chuck has a little bit of retribution on his mind here. But you are correct, Jack. Instant Heat gets the shot in the very near future against the NWA Texas Tag Team Champions, the Blackbird Posse. Nicely done suplex there by Chuck Murphy.
And, it's no secret I got my money riding on Instant Heat. They're going to be your next tag team champions.
Well, they could very well be. They have shown a lot of cohesiveness in their tag team activity, and they are, well, they have said so themselves. They are definitely partners in and out of the ring. But look at this, Murphy slugging away with the right hands outside the ring, and look at this, BJ coming along, pounding away on Murphy while Joey C. Jones has Terry Stevens distracted.
Did you hear that? Now, see, that's only fair. Chuck Murphy's been cheating all the way since the beginning of this match, and now BJ Turner just coming over and trying to even things up. They're going to...
Oh, my. They're up on the rampway. Justin Too Fine working over Chuck Murphy. Oh, gosh, what a headbutt by Justin.
And, of course, you see Joey C. Jones out there directing traffic. And I think Joey C. Jones being the great manager. Whoa, over the rail.
Oh, my, what a spill by Chuck Murphy.
And Joey C. Jones, as I was saying, being the great manager that he is, has led these two to being that over the rail again. I can't get out how great of a manager Joey C. Jones is, because he's over there telling these boys what to do and totally destroying Chuck Murphy.
Look at that, a flying clothesline into the front row by Justin Too Fine. Justin is manhandling Chuck Murphy in this match. Throwing him back into the ringside area over that safety railing. Fans returning to their seats after having to scatter. My goodness, this is a streak of viciousness I have not seen before from Justin Too Fine.
They are both title hungry. Joey C. Jones have got them primed to be the next tag team champions, and who knows, maybe one of them could have a shot at the junior heavyweight championship. Is that correct?
Oh my gosh, look at this.
I
think I know what you can call that, but I'm not sure if I can say it on this program.
Oh, I would say it, but I don't want to be censored.
But look at this, Chuck Murphy turning it around. He's got Justin sitting on that top turnbuckle. And Justin going up, but Murphy's going up too. Oh my!
I think Chuck Murphy got that 100% by luck. I think he was losing his balance. He just happened to reach up and hook Justin and brought him down off the top rope in a modified hip toss type move. And what is Terry Stevens doing? He just needs to let Joey C. Jones and BJ Turner just sit there and watch the match and do what they need to do and direct and help lead Justin to a victory.
Attempted body scissor by Chuck Murphy, but Justin reverses it into a powerbomb variation. Only a 2 count by referee Terry Stevens.
Well, that was not a very good pin attempt there by Justin. He's showing a little bit of his arrogance. Of course, we all know Justin's rather preferred to, there it is. There's that patented body-on-body cover.
And Justin almost had the 3 count right there. 5 minutes. 5 minutes gone in this match.
Wow, Justin hits that stunner-type maneuver. That must have been something Joey C. Jones pulled him out, because I haven't seen Justin use that move since I've known him.
You know, this is a little bit different style for Joey C. Jones. He's managed some monsters in the past. Look at this. Tombstone piledriver by Justin Too Fine. Joey C. Jones, he has managed Manu, the 380-pound Hawaiian shoot fighter. He has brought in the Russian Brute on occasion. And this team, Instant Heat, this is a little bit different speed for Joey C. Jones, but they seem to be meshing together very, very well.
Oh, these boys are going back and forth. But look at Chuck Murphy again having to cheat. Closed fists.
Murphy has Justin back in the corner, setting him on that top turnbuckle now, and Murphy's going up after him, going for a high-risk maneuver. Going up top, he could be going for a Hurricane Rana, yes, and he nails it. Justin out in the middle of the ring.
What an idiot. He shouldn't be pinning the guy if he wants to win.
Murphy putting him into position for the Cubrata, and he almost missed his target, but he got just enough of it to stun Justin. But he doesn't get the 3 count though. And now look at this. BJ is up on the ring apron, distracting Terry Stevens once again. Joey C. Jones joining him.
They're just complaining about the blatant rule infraction that Chuck Murphy has displayed all throughout this match.
And Justin has thrown Murphy out of the ring at the feet of BJ, who goes after him and throws him head first into that steel ring post.
This is why they're your next tag team champs. They work together as a team even though they are in single competition. And there's Terry Stevens, didn't see nothing and still wanting to do stuff.
And a power slam by Justin Too Fine. These two are going back and forth with some kind of ferocity here on NWA Main Event Wrestling.
Look, Justin too fine just laying the leather to him. Oh, there's Chuck Murphy with a roll-up.
He's got the leg hooked, but he didn't get the 3 count, and that's what he needs to win this match.
Oh, Chuck Murphy might want to avoid pinning combinations like that. Justin just might like stuff like that with his alternative lifestyle, so to speak.
Well, let's try to leave personal lives out of it. Oh, look at this. BJ going after Murphy on the corner, and BJ goes to the floor. Chuck Murphy perched precariously on that top turnbuckle.
And there's Terry Stevens all up in the way, which is good for Justin. Oh!
Flying clothesline by Chuck Murphy, putting Justin down, and this could be all she wrote for one half of instant heat. Chuck Murphy's got to follow up. He's got to get in there to go for the pin, but he's going to try for more punishment, going out on the top rope. Once again, going for a high-risk maneuver. Missile drop kick. And Justin rolls out of the ring.
Looked like a glancing blow, but it might have caught Justin just enough to knock him a little bit silly. Looks a little bit dazed from where I can see.
I think Justin is getting a little more action than he bargained for. But he comes back in the ring, fists of fire on Chuck Murphy.
Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Chuck Murphy wanted to start with closed fist. Now he's got to pay the price.
Power slam by Justin, and well, we thought he might have gone for the pin there, but
well, he's not done playing with this kid.
Now what's he going to do? He's positioning Murphy, and look out, BJ's climbing on the top rope. Joey C. Jones distracting Terry Stevens, double team maneuver.
Come on, Terry
Justin
Stevens.
landing on top of Chuck Murphy, and he gets the 3 count.
What a brilliant maneuver by Joey C. Jones. And what the celebration.
Ladies
there by
and
instant
gentlemen,
heat.
here's your winner, Justin 2 Fine. Well, the fans are letting Terry Stevens know about the double team maneuver. Of course, instant heat, Joey C. Jones, they're denying it.
If you don't see it, you can't call it, Terry Stevens. What's the matter with you? Oh, and there's that great instant heat victory celebration. Oh, you gotta love it, Rob Moore.
Well, I think maybe they need to take their celebration back to the dressing room. And you're absolutely right, Jack. Terry Stevens cannot call it if he does not see it. And fans, we've got more action right here on NWA Main Event Wrestling coming right up.
We're back with more NWA Southwest Wrestling Main Event.
Well, this gentleman standing to my right is the former NWA Texas Junior Heavyweight Champion. His name is Cowtown Kid Kevin Duncan. And Kevin, certainly you've had some success in your wrestling career in the brief time you have been in the wrestling ring. And I want to tell you something. I get emails from people. NWA Southwest gets emails, phone calls, faxes from people who want to know, how can I get into professional wrestling? And does the NWA have a way to get into it?
You know, Rob, the NWA Southwest Texas Wrestling is probably the only way to get into Texas wrestling. You have your rinky-dink schools here and your Joe Blow schools there. But man, I'll tell you what, we're on national television. We have worldwide internet access. Me personally have been in magazines, newspapers. I've been on a WWF card. The list goes on and on. I've traveled and traveled and traveled with the NWA all throughout the South. My suggestion to anyone who wants to be a pro wrestler and living in Texas, it's well worth the drive to come to Fort Worth to train with the best. Because if you're going to learn this business, I highly recommend you learn with the best.
All right, and that comes from a graduate of the NWA Southwest Wrestling Academy. Again, the Cowtown Kid, Kevin Duncan. Kevin, thank you very much. And the NWA Southwest Wrestling Academy is a great place to learn all about the business of professional wrestling. Come give it a shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for one fall as a non-title match. Introducing first, weighing in at 240 pounds from San Antonio, Texas, Rudy Gonzalez. His opponent, weighing in at 290 pounds from Houston, Texas, he is once again your NWA National Heavyweight Champion, Hotstuff Hernandez.
Indeed, he is NWA National Heavyweight Champion. All kinds of controversy surrounding the match he had in Japan with Shinya Hashimoto. But the bottom line is Hotstuff is back in the US of A, and once again, the NWA National Heavyweight Champion. And now, of course, the next step for Hotstuff, Hotter than Hell, where he will face Dan the Beast Severn. And quite a story recently involving Dan the Beast Severn, NWA World Heavyweight Champion when that match was signed. However, since then, Severn has been stripped of the NWA World title because of a booking conflict. He had a shoot fighting commitment on the same night as a proposed NWA World title defense. And of course, Dan Severn is a man who honors his commitments, so the NWA board apparently had no choice but to strip Dan Severn of the World Heavyweight title. So when Dan Severn comes to the Texas Indoor Arena in Fort Worth for Hotter than Hell, he will not be the World Heavyweight Champion, but there are certainly some other things in the works. How does this sound, Cactus Jack? Hotstuff versus Severn for the National Heavyweight title.
Well, it has to be. Lord knows Hotstuff Hernandez got to be the luckiest man in the world having that National Heavyweight Championship back around his waist. I don't know whose butt he kissed up in the office, but he had to kiss some hard butt because Hashimoto handed Hotstuff his butt. And I'm still disappointed over that.
Well, certainly Hotstuff does not kiss anybody's butt. He fought a hard, tough match in Japan against Hashimoto. There was a miscommunication. The language barrier came into play. And the end result is that Hotstuff is the national champion, and he is throwing around Rudy Boy Gonzalez, the 240-pounder from San Antonio, and Rudy hits the floor.
And right now I think Rudy Boy's just playing with Hotstuff. He might not be as hurt as he seems. What is he doing now? Oh, we know where this is coming from. Oh, there you go.
Going for that big dive, but Rudy saw it coming and got out of the way.
Well, it's no secret these two have met before. And I'm sure Rudy Boy Gonzalez is also upset that this is not a title match.
Well, certainly, knowing Rudy Boy like I do, and I have met him on many occasions, he would certainly love to have that NWA National Heavyweight strap around his waist, be able to take that back with him to San Antonio.
Oh, yeah, of course. Anybody would. I would.
I would too, except I'd get my butt kicked out there.
Yes, you would.
You don't have to agree so quickly.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
Hotstuff with a wrist lock on Rudy Boy Gonzalez. NWA Southwest senior official Phil Brown is the referee for this one.
I could win it. Back when I was active.
You in what army?
No, back when I was active, I got a pinfall victory over Hotstuff Hernandez.
Is that a fact?
That is a fact. I got it on videotape. I'll bring it next time.
Yes, I would certainly love to see that.
It was great.
I'm Rob Moore. This is Cactus Jack Royal, and this is NWA Main Event Wrestling, bringing you great wrestlers like the two in the ring right now. Hotstuff Hernandez, the NWA National Heavyweight Champion, and Rudy Boy Gonzalez, a man with a long, storied career, particularly in the South Texas area. He has worked quite a bit with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels,
yes,
in the wrestling scene in San Antonio.
But right now he's in there with gotta be one of the luckiest men in wrestling.
Lucky and good.
I feel sorry for him if we actually get this match signed with him and Severn, because Severn's got to be awful hot about it being stripped of the title, and he's just looking for somebody to take it out on.
Well, Dan Severn is someone else I've had the pleasure of meeting before. He's a very calm, even-tempered individual, but yes, inside that ring, he can lose his temper, and he can just go postal on you in a heartbeat.
And even then, the mighty Hotstuff Hernandez might just fall once again.
Well, we shall see about
that.
Look at
Rudy Boy with a leapfrog.
He's got some agility there, but Hotstuff was waiting on that other one, and a reverse atomic drop by Hernandez. Rudy Boy went for a clothesline, but an atomic drop again by Hernandez, and a clothesline takes Rudy Boy down.
Hey, what's he in there fogging up the screen like that?
Hotstuff Hernandez, quite a talent, the Tex-Mex T-Rex, as he is known by many.
And still a disappointment in my book.
How can he be a disappointment? He is the NWA National Heavyweight Champion.
Only by a big amount of luck. He lost the title to Hashimoto. It was all over the NWA website. Hashimoto, National Champion.
Well, then, of course, came the controversy over whether it was actually a title match, whether it was actually signed to be a title match. Once again, the language barrier coming into play. And right now, looks like Rudy Boy is laying the hurt on Hotstuff in the ring with a big right hand.
Oh, it sounded like a little open hand right there. I heard it pop from here.
I could hear the pop as well.
Oh, look, there's another one. Right open hand. What's Phil Brown talking about?
Well, Phil Brown's a lot closer to the action than we are. We have the advantage of TV monitors, and look at this, scraping Hotstuff's eyes across that top rope.
Signs of a true vet. You got to do what you got to do.
Rudy Boy Gonzalez, indeed a veteran. He has wrestled many of the best that the sport has had to offer over the last 15-plus years.
And if he gets his pinfall over Hotstuff Hernandez, he could be the next man in line for the national title.
5 minutes. 5 minutes gone in this match.
And right now, he's just working over Hotstuff Hernandez in the corner. Now he's going to get him out.
Snapmare out of the corner, and it is Rudy Boy Gonzalez with a rear chinlock on the National Heavyweight Champion. One fall match here on NWA Main Event Wrestling. We certainly do want to thank our nationwide TV audience for watching on TV, via the internet. Wherever you're watching us, we thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you come back again and again.
'Cause I'll be here. Don't worry, I'll always be here.
Great, just what I wanted to hear.
Calling it like it is, telling you folks the truth out there. Of course, we all know Rob Moore will sugarcoat everything in favor of his favorite guys like this guy in here getting his butt handed to him by Rudy Boy Gonzalez.
Rudy Boy with a low-level drop kick to the back of Hotstuff Hernandez. And indeed, Rudy Boy is using all the tricks he's picked up over the years in professional wrestling. He'll need all of them to come out on top over Hotstuff Hernandez. Oh, hard right hand.
Now, I'm sitting right here. That was open hand.
Now he's got Hotstuff up and slams him very close to the corner. Looks like Rudy Boy is going to go upstairs. Look at that reverse splash by Rudy Boy Gonzalez on top of Hotstuff.
And right before he did that, he bent down, and I don't know if he spit in Hotstuff's face or just told him how it's going to be. He said, "You're going down."
Well, Rudy Boy, he certainly doesn't have the ripped physique of a Hotstuff Hernandez, but there is a lot of experience in that body, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, so to speak, and he might be crying after that maneuver. Hotstuff got out of the way.
Lucky. He got lucky. Like I said, he's the luckiest man in professional wrestling.
Hotstuff to his feet, Rudy Boy to his feet. Rudy Boy tries a right hand, and Hotstuff with a chop and another chop. Snapmare out of the corner by the Tex-Mex T-Rex, out on the apron. And a big splash coming over the top rope. 1, 2, only a 2 count for Hotstuff Hernandez. Uh-oh, I think he's about ready to end it.
Well, this doesn't look like his usual.
He's trying to get Rudy Boy up, but Rudy Boy takes an enziguri from Hotstuff Hernandez. The agility of the big man in the ring. On top with the cover, too. And Rudy Boy kicks out.
Oh, and Hotstuff Hernandez is making a critical mistake and turned his back on his opponent. And all them muscles in the world ain't going to help him in his eyes.
No muscles in the eyes, that's for sure. And wait a minute, what is Rudy Boy doing? He is untying Hotstuff's boot.
See, that's just an old vet for you. He's going to tie the kids' boots together.
Oh, good grief.
That would be funny.
What a juvenile trick that would be. Phil Brown checking Hotstuff's shoulders. Hotstuff had better be careful. Rudy Boy working over Hotstuff's right boot, getting it totally unlaced. I have no idea what he's got in mind here.
And also, not only is he untying his boot, but he has got his body positioned so he's laying on that knee and just grinding a little bit every time he moves that arm. You can see that elbow grinding into that patella.
Laying that 240 pounds into the leg, and now Rudy Boy pulling the boot off of Hotstuff Hernandez's right foot. There, he gets it off. If he uses that boot as a weapon, he could very well get disqualified right here.
Why? If Hotstuff uses that boot when it's on his foot, it's legal.
And look at this. Hotstuff nails him with the boot. Phil Brown was turned around. He didn't see it, and Hotstuff gets the count.
He's lucky and a cheater.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, Hotstuff Hernandez.
Lucky and a cheater, Rob Moore.
Hotstuff Hernandez turned it around on Rudy Boy Gonzalez. Rudy Boy wanted to use that boot, but Hotstuff got it away, and when Phil Brown's head was turned, he used it, and Hotstuff Hernandez, the National Heavyweight Champion, got the pin.